بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلنستر نظر سايدي يا صادقة الصوبة في الخير من جميعات. Sit down. No food now. Now is sohbat time. Has to come. Later you can sit and you can have something. Now it's not every night. There is a night like this that now our spirit is wanting something else that is going to be sent special. You know how to eat special every night. Every day you know how to eat. Breakfast is special, lunch is special, dinner is special. Oh, especially for Americans, they say eggs for dinner, eggs is for breakfast. You know, we come from the East, we put eggs in everything. Eggs for breakfast, you know how to make special. Tonight is special. We're looking for something. Our spirit wants something. Our tariqat, it is based on association, on sohbat. With the sohbat, you can keep your faith. Without the sohbat these days, you no longer will have the faith that is going to save you. Everyone running to have more knowledge. You're running like shaitans. Shaitan has more knowledge than you or me. All the alims, or the scholars of this world, he has more knowledge than you. He has reached to the paradises. He has seen the angels. He was teaching the angels. He saw Adam Safiullah before the spirit was blown. And he saw Adam Safiullah when the spirit is blown, but he's too stubborn to acknowledge that Adam Safiullah, Hazrati Adam, Hazrati Insan, meaning is much higher than him. He's too proud. He said, no, from the outside, that kind of knowledge, from the outside, he knows the inside knowledge too. But what is preventing him from making that sajda, from accepting? He knows. Don't think he doesn't know. He knows what is in Adam alayhi salam. But because of his proudness now, and because of his slickness, he's saying, I made a fire. Anyway, I make sajda only to you, Allah, not to him. Although you tell me to make sajda to him. But to make sajda to Allah is to make sajda to his commands, to his words. If he says make sajda to this stone, you're going to make sajda to this stone or no? We are. You're going to say, what are you saying? Muslims don't make sajda to stones. There is a Kaaba. We're making sajda. The direction is to the Kaaba. Shaitani people are going to say, we make sajda to a stone. Why are you not going to say, why are you making sajda to a stone? Destroy that. Oh, you cannot. Now you're going to see each other and it's going to be more. You're going to be very hard on your ego. Just as Shaitan was very hard on his ego to say, I'm going to make sajda to Adam alayhi salam. So the sohbat is to find knowledge that is about you, for you, to find your way, safety in walking in that sirat. Because to walk in that sirat, the bridge, you're not going to rely on anything, nothing that time, except for your faith. Where is your faith going to be? Are you going to now risk everything on your faith? The intelligent people, they are not going to depend on their faith. The intelligent people is going to depend on the mercy of Allah, not on their faith. Otherwise, the prophets on the day of judgment, they're going to rely on their faith. But even the prophets on the day of judgment, they're going to rely on the mercy of Allah. And the mercy of Allah is through who? Through his Habib, alayhi salatu wassalam. Through the intercession of his Prophet, alayhi salatu wassalam. So you can depend on that. Don't depend on anything else. It doesn't matter. Wahhabi is going to say you're kafir, you're this. It doesn't matter. Let them say until the judgment day. Their time is up anyway. Because they are no better than the prophets. If the prophets on the day of judgment, they're relying on the shafa'at of the prophet, then who are we living in this world? Who are we? So what is this night? What is this night of Mawlid? What are we supposed to do on this night? What is this night representing? Yes, this night is the birth of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the jewel of creation. Yes, this night we're not just remembering when this world suddenly found the light. We are trying to pull that light that is happening every year on this night. So what is this night? This is the night of mercy. This is the night where the world found safety. We're saying Shukur Ya Rabbi for the Holy Prophet ﷺ, because if it was not for him, we would not have been created. If it's not for him, our creation will be thrown into non-existence. If it's not for him, what is the use of us living? If it's not for him, what is the use for the rain falling? If it's not for him, what is the use of the wind that is blowing? That's why Sultan Mehmed Fatih Khan is saying, I don't want the rain that falls if it doesn't fall for your love. Sultan Mehmed Fatih, the conqueror of Istanbul, who brought alive the prophecy of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, bringing an end to Roman rule and bringing the whole world now to not just Islam but to tariqat, that now they're discovering he's bringing Islam and tariqat all the way to Indonesia. Sultan Mehmed Fatih, the name is there. He is the one who is opening and he is the one who is victorious. Both, all, everything that is there. And he's saying, standing in front of Istanbul, he says, I will burn the whole of Istanbul just to get a smile from you. So for this night, we want that smile. We want that smile from the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Because this was a night that 1400 years ago, it was a fulfillment of a promise that was made thousands of years before, since the time of Adam, Safiullah. This was the fulfillment of a promise that Hazrati Adam, he found his shafa'at and his safety and his forgiveness. When after 300 years standing on one leg on the Mount of Serendip in Sri Lanka, where he was sent to this world separated, his wife was separated from him, she was crying for him. He was not crying for her. He was crying for Allah. He was separated from Allah. She was separated from him. And he was standing, begging for Allah's forgiveness. After 300 years, he's saying, for the sake of Muhammad ﷺ, forgive me. Everything was forgiven. When was Adam ﷺ? And when was the Holy Prophet ﷺ? You can say maybe 5,000, 6,000 years past. He was asked, how do you know of this one? He said, because when you have blown the Spirit into me, and when I opened my eyes, and the base of your arsh was right over me, and I saw written down, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And I say the name that is joined to your name. That one must be very beloved to you. And I ask for his sake. When the Holy Prophet ﷺ was born, the world entered into a new era of mercy and forgiveness and ease. For 40 days, the shaitan was locked up. He was not wandering around. The lights from the heavens to the world, it was turned on, and everyone was there to be witness to it. When he was born, the whole of the paradises and this world rejoiced, except for mankind. When he was born, those ones who were waiting for him, they were happy. Those ones who were waiting for him to receive him, they were happy. Those ones who were waiting for him because they were envious of him, they were very sad. Because now they say, Haqq has appeared and falsehood has fallen. Falsehood will fall. One of the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, Abdullah ibn Salam, he was from the Ahlul Kitab. He said, at that time of the Prophet's birth, I was with this one other person, a rabbi, the Bani Israel, and he was looking very agitated. He was kept looking out to the skies, seeing and coming back, seeing and coming back. And I asked him, and he said, tonight, that one is born. That last one, by the stars that we are seeing, he is born. That one that has a name in the Tawrat Sharif. And he went inside and he saw in a special room, the 70 candles were lit for him. They were waiting. And some, they were very happy from mankind. Some, they were very happy before the ego were tricking them. Some, before the ego was tested to celebrate the birth of the Prophet ﷺ. Who was it? His uncle who freed the slave. The father of fire. His name was not Abu Lahab that time. He had a different name. He was the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ. He was so happy when the Holy Prophet ﷺ was born, because he heard so many strange sounds and he smelled so many wonderful smells coming on that night, because the Kaaba itself cracked in two. There was a light that was coming, there was a sound that was coming. And he's asking his slave, he says, what is so special about tonight? He says, oh, don't you know? You have a new nephew. His name is Muhammad ﷺ. He was so happy, he says, go. He says, give them my congratulations and I free you. Because you brought me the news, I will free you. You go and you become the first one to give milk to that one. That was before Halma Sa'diyah. So his name was before father of fire. After he became the father of fire, Abu Lahab, because he celebrated the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ, he said, oh, if I had only listened to my nephew who was the most beautiful, the most perfect one, the most blessed one that Allah has ever created, I would not be in the hellfire now, because I was his enemy for all of his life. But two things happened to me because I celebrated his birthday. Every Monday, it says the punishment of Jahannam was lifted from me. And I'm able to take my fingers and put into my mouth, and the cool water is giving me comfort from the punishment that I've been receiving. Understand now, to the one who is named the Father of Fire, that he celebrate the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ. You can say he was one of the most deadly ones to the Prophet ﷺ. But because he celebrated it and he was happy, mercy reached to him every week. Should we wait for one day in the year to celebrate his birthday? Celebrate his birthday every day. It's okay, make the Wahhabis to go crazy. They're crazy anyway. Because now their head is saying, oh, we're going to build a city, you know. Wahhabis saying, what do you mean, build a city? Yeah, build a city. Men and women, they can mix. This is haram. No. During Prophet's time, men and women, they were mixing too. It's okay. Now, even their time is up, because that one becoming more shaitan. Even they get confused. You understand? If they're not holding on tightly to their child, they're going to get even more confused. They're going to come to haq. So tonight, yes, ask for that mercy. As Holy Prophet ﷺ said, my shafa'at, it is for my nation who have committed the major sins. Don't say, oh, I don't commit any major sin, so I don't need his shafa'at. In reality, those who are completely against his shafa'at are going to say this, because he's saying, my shafa'at is for those who commit the major sins. Because everybody is saying, I'm a good one. But Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, most likely, especially in the Akhir Zaman, you're all going to commit the major sin. And the most major sin in Islam is what? Is shirk, which is the opposite of La ilaha illallah. Is shirk. It was so serious that he said, the shirk, it is more difficult to detect than a black ant on a black rock in the darkest part of the night. That means it's very difficult for you to detect. It's there, but it's difficult. You want to try to understand this and to try to get rid of it? This is why tariqats, they were given to mankind. That they're going to sit down in the darkness where everything is dark, everything is covered, and they're going to sit very carefully to look what is there, what is this? It's shirk, it's partnership. Don't think the shirk, it is worshipping others now. No. The shirk of the Akhir Zaman, it is worshipping yourself. To say, first, step by step, to say, Prophet is just a man. I'm a man. It's only me and Allah. So you're replacing the kalima to say that you are the one He has appointed, no one else. Then later, the ego may trick you more. The ego may trick you more for you to even think that nothing else is in existence except for you. There is no reality except for your reality. You're already teaching it in schools anyway. Correct or not? Yeah. It's only a matter of time, Muslims who are so jealous of this kind of dirty knowledge, they're going to run after it, saying that, wow, this is something new. Never, you didn't discover it, we discovered it. Now we are very civilized, very modern Muslims. They're foolish ones. All these ideas, they were already looked at, sifted through. Good things they take, and the bad things, they were just thrown to garbage hundreds of years ago. And even the more recent developments in Western, what they call philosophy, the Muslim scholars, real scholars, who are not looking at that and saying, oh, we can also take that. They're real scholars. This is especially in the time of the Ottomans, because the Ottomans were for 600 years bringing mankind, the Muslims, all the way to the 1900s. This is modern era. That our scholars have taken all these things that is sweeping the Europe by storm, philosophies, and then they are looking at it and comparing it and showing how Islam and showing how the Prophet ﷺ is ordering us to believe. This is the night to ask for forgiveness. This is the night to ask for shafaat. So how are you going to ask for forgiveness if you don't know what you have committed? Not only for individuals, but for whole ummah now. This is a very open night. It's a special night for us to ask for help. But help for what? If you're not saying we need help for this, just help like that, nothing specific is going to come. It's just something that is so general because you're not really knowing what you're asking. How many you think? Now, subhanallah, there are so many mawlids all over the world now. It's good, mashallah. But how many mawlids do you think now? East and west, north and south. That millions are celebrating mawlids. How many do you think they're going to raise up their hands and they're going to say, Ya Rabbi, for the sake of your Prophet, bring back the Khalifa? How many you think they're going to say that? Bring back your Sultan. How many are going to say that? Bring back your Sharia. Ooh. Do you think they dare to say that? So they don't know what to ask. And Allah is showing us in the Quran Kareem, when the Bani Israel, they were in a very tough situation. What did they do? They asked Allah for what? For help? No, they asked Allah to send them a prophet. Correct? And when they were in need, they went to their prophet. They didn't go straight to Allah because they're smart, you know. So now, how is His mercy going to appear in this world of complete tyranny if we're not asking for the shadow of Allah on earth to return? So there's no coolness now. The shadow is going to bring you coolness in the burning sun. You don't want the shadow of Allah. Now all you're going to get is the full force of the heat. I dare them to say that. More than that, those calling themselves Muslim leaders, I dare them to say that in front of their parliaments. I dare them to say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. To ask Madad from Sayyid al-Kainat and to say, bring us back the Sultan, bring us back the Khalifa. They cannot, because that was one of the conditions. They say, we bring you up there, you cannot speak things like this, okay? You can talk about other things, you cannot speak like this. They say, okay. And now we are seeing it. Those who are higher up with worldly power, Those who don't have worldly power, claiming to have spiritual power, they must say this. On a night like this, sit down and understand how you need help in your life. He is the one that the mercy, it is never ending, that has been given from his Lord. So sit and say, Ya Rasulullah, don't worry, he's listening to you. He is amongst us. He is inside of us. Say, I have this problem. I have this problem. I have this problem. Before you do that, sit and think about your problems. Is it worthy to be presented to the Holy Prophet ﷺ? That time you're going to come to realize, oh, my problems, 100% is about dunya. It's not about akhirat. Your dunya is going to be in trouble if you don't fix yourself with akhirat. If you fix everything with akhirat, your dunya is not going to be any problem at all. Even when it is hard, it's not going to be a problem. You're going to be able to carry it. You're going to be able to understand the hikmat, the wisdom, and you'll be able to understand the mercy of Allah beyond that. You're not going to lose hope. Your faith is going to become stronger. Just like the Sahabi Kiram. So you're going to check, what is it? What is the problem now? The problem is, my connection now, it is not strong. My intentions, they are not too clean. My actions, I want to make them to become more powerful. My manners, I'm asking you, you're the one that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent to turn our hearts. I'm asking you, turn my heart. Fix with your akhirat. Fix our akhirat. In a night like this, the dunya will come easy. You're running after your dunya, it's going to be fixed. Definitely. It's going to be fixed, but it's going to break down again. You're going to fix it, 10 things are going to break down. You fix it 10 things, 100 things are going to break down. Never ending. You're just going to chase. Because that is the nature of dunya. Those ones who are chasing after the dunya, Allah says what? Run away from it. If mankind is chasing after you, run away from it. Give it a little bit and run. Give it a little bit and run. So they will keep running. They will forget about it. Those who are running after akhirat, it is ordered for the dunya to run after those ones, to serve them. Before you know it, you'll see things are easy, opening up here and there. Those who are trying to run in the way of akhirat, but your dunya, it is not fixing itself. Fix yourself. Understand where the problem is. Especially if you're murids. It is very clear. You're just being stubborn. Fix. You are very passionate about fixing your dunya, but when it comes about things of akhirat, oh, Allah will understand. It's okay. Allah is merciful. Oh, Shaykh will pray for us. You're not stubborn about the akhirat at all, huh? With that kind of faith, we cannot be saved. Definitely. May Allah forgive me, inshallah. May Allah forgive all of us. We're asking to be clean ones. We're asking to be sincere ones. We're asking to be useful in the way of Allah and His Prophet and our Shaykh. We're asking for hypocrisy to leave us. We're asking to be with sincere people. We're asking for strength. We're asking for weakness to leave us. We're asking for us to be refreshed by our religion. And we're asking that all sincere ones come to this way. We're asking for us never to let go of our Shaykh. Dunya and akhirah. ومن الله توفيق. سورة الحبيب سورة الفاتحة. آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Right. As much is enough, inshallah. Anyone else has any questions? I will see you tomorrow. Fatiha. Assalamu alaikum.